Now, let's move on to the final topic for the morning session of the Manila Bulletin Sustainability Forum. It will show us that a business should not only exist for profit, but must also be a catalyst for change, growth, and upliftment of marginalized sectors. Unilever will present how companies could impact the communities they serve in the talk, selling with purpose, empowering entrepreneurs, and enhancing livelihoods. The speakers for this talk are Unilever's Customer Development Manager and Kabisig Project Lead, Randel Enriquez, together with Customer Development Manager, Dakki Alcantara.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Randel Enriquez from Customer Development Group and used to lead the Kabisig Summit program. And joining me later is Dakki Alcantara, my Customer Development colleague. So I feel so privileged to share with you how Unilever sells with purpose to empower our entrepreneurs and to enhance livelihoods. We are Unilever and we make many of the world's favorite brands such as Surf, Selecta, Nor, Dove, and Lifebuoy. So every day, 3.4 billion people around the world use our products to feel good, look good, and get more out of life. So, and with more than 400 brands bought in the 190 countries, we have a unique opportunity to work with consumers to make sustainable living commonplace. Unilever in the Philippines upholds the legacy of a business built on sustainability, and we pride ourselves as an organization with an almost century long heritage in the country. We believe that we can use our size and our scale for good to make a difference to people and the planet. The Unilever Compass is our sustainable business strategy set to help us deliver superior performance and drive sustainable and responsible growth. We have industry leading, company wide sustainability commitment, and these commitments will tackle the key challenges of our time, such as packaging and waste, gender equality, climate change, human rights, and fair value, including social inclusion. So today, we'll talk about our work on contributing to a fairer, more socially inclusive world through our work with Sari-sari stores in the Philippines. Positioned at the front line and dealing directly with our customers and consumers, Unilever Customer Development Team plays an important role in driving sustainability at the point of sale. And we are working towards the ambition of making sustainable living commonplace via the Selling with Purpose movement. We're creating income opportunities, providing skills training, and empowering our network of retailers through access to skills training. All the while, they're helping us reach consumers with our brands. Our business relies on a thriving distribution network. Small and medium-sized enterprises are seen as one of the world's engines of growth, accounting for the two-thirds of all employment, and every day, millions of consumers buy our products from independent stores, outlets, and kiosks or micro entrepreneurs. So the success of the small and medium enterprises in our retail value chain is directly linked to our own success, and that is what makes the CD-led Kabisig Summit program sustainable. We'll talk more about the Kabisig Summit in a bit, but first, let's talk about Sari-sari stores or the mom and pop stores. So the Philippines is characterized to be a hybrid market with 60% of the business generally contributed by the distributive trade. And part of this statistic, so there are over 1 million sari-sari stores in the Philippines. So they comprise 94% of the total number of retail outlets and contributes 33% of the fast-moving consumer goods value, the second biggest channel next to supermarket. About 5 million Filipinos depend on their sari-sari stores to augment their income. And 90% of them, of this mom and pop, are actually operated by nanays or the moms. And typically, Ito yung mga housewives who admit to not having formal business education or training. Sila yun. And because of this gap in knowledge and training, those sari-sari stores are thought to be the easiest business to set up. They are also the most vulnerable to crisis or mismanagement. So halimbawa, nung pandemic, maraming nawala ng trabaho, so marami din nag-set up ng maliit na tindahan sa community kung nakikita niyo. So this is where Kabisig Summit comes in. So Unilever Philippines actively sought to partner with the Sari-sari stores which have a reputable and influential standing in their respective communities. Ito yung mga influencer natin sa community ng mga tindahan. So they have their own sales, meron silang delivery capability, and of course they are located in highly populated, pero low yung accessibility nila in terms of yung location. So, ito yung tinatawag namin na superstores. So, we partner with these superstores to help them reach the smaller stores, which we call kabisigs, located in the harder to reach na mga areas. So, kanina pa ninyo naririnig, no? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng kabisig? So, kabisig, which translates as link arms, aptly describes the very close and very personal partnership na meron tayo with the Sari-sari stores. So, kabisig is a combination of two Filipino words. First word is kapit, which means link, and bisig, which means arms. Or kapit, bisig, and if you combine it, it's kabisig. So in Unilever Philippines, we address our small-scale retailers as our kabisigs or business partner. So in its core, Kabisig Summit is a sustainable business program that seeks to ensure availability of our products across communities while upskilling and empowering sari-sari store entrepreneurs. Before the pandemic, we ran these Kabisig Summits under the banner of Negosyo Mo, Kinabukasan Mo, or Your Business, Your Future. So these were face-to-face training sessions held in communities we serve, focusing on cash flow and inventory management, merchandising, and customer service. So it was important that we brought the training sessions to them because these stores could not afford to close for the day. So it was also an opportunity for the attendees to share their learnings and inspire each other, not only to be better entrepreneurs, but to be of service to their community. And this program ran for 4 years before the pandemic happened. And to keep the story on, Dakki here will walk you through on how we transition from physical to virtual.
Thank you, Randel, for sharing with us the journey and the purpose for doing the Kabisig Summit. With COVID-19 threatening lives and livelihoods, these physical Kabisig Summits have been put on hold. However, we knew that it was precisely at this time that our sari-sari stores would need our help. Through responding to the challenge of helping our communities and sustaining distribution of essential products, the Kabisig Summit has been reinvented as the Kabisig E-Summit in partnership with Happy Noy. The program makes use of Facebook as its new platform, transitioning from physical events to now online sessions and content via Facebook groups and Facebook Messenger chatbots. With this pivot, small retailers continue to have access to skills training and mentoring via our Facebook community and are now equipped with our Tindahan Club app as a revamped digital ordering platform. With this, thousands of Sari-sari store owners and new Kabisig e-Summit joiners received coaching on business management skills using the new digital training modules tackling cash and inventory management, selling techniques, and customer service. With this pivot to virtual and on-demand content and sessions, we saw an increase in attendance of 80% of Kabisig members per superstore. So, with the pivot to Kabisig e-Summit, we actually have keywords to share. First, there has been an online uptake of nearly 100,000 store participants. With this, 76% said their earnings have increased. And apart from that, 35% said they experienced increase in customers as they apply most of the Kabisig e-summit lessons in their store operations. So ang ganda talaga ng programa na ito kasi nakakatulong talaga siya sa mga kapwa Pilipino natin. Our program has been recognized globally within Unilever, but we're also proud to share that the Kabisig e-summit was recently recognized under the prosperity category of the United Nations Global Compact Network Philippines SDG Awards. So to close this session, I'd like to share a video which shows our journey from Kabisig Summit to our e-summit and our continued commitment to uplift the lives of the Filipinos we serve. So please watch this.
We intend to reach as many of the small sari-sari stores, which we call Kabisigs, by teaching them, the right skills that is required to run a small business.
Siguraduhin namin na merong mga tamang programa para turuan kayo kung paano pa lumago ang inyong mga negosyo.
Thank you, Dakki and Randel. Let's jump straight into the Q&A. Please talk more about the growth of the Kabisig Summit program from starting this over a decade ago to its current form as a virtual community.
So yung Kabisig story namin started in 2016, way back 2016, when it began as a market development activity lang in some barangays. So the goal was to encourage yung small sari-sari store owners namin to get together once in a while to play our brand and initiated games, pati engagements. And ultimately, we also aim to drive penetration in those communities. So from gatherings for games and fellowship, we also saw the potential for a bigger, tapos yung deeper impact doon sa Filipino communities. So after a few cycles initially, yung Kabisig Summits evolved to become a strategic pillar to create social and economic inclusion for our sari-sari store owners. So we do this through skills training sessions on fundamental and practical business skills that instill the discipline and customer focus for our store owners. So bakit ito importante for our target communities, no? So we learned from the research and experience that yung small stores natin tended to close down within a few months. If you're familiar, yung sira-sira store, so palagi nagsasara. So if not supported with access to training, market or any investment, so what the Kabisig has done is to equip our budding store owners to become full business owners after yung full engagement with our Kabisig Summit program. So we used yung rallying na negosyo mo, kinabukasan mo, to further drive that self-empowerment across store owners for their own yung livelihood development through the Kabisig Summit. Pero noong 2020, so everything transformed. So hindi naman to bago sa lahat. As we all experienced, the pandemic pushed us to do new things in record time. So the Kabisig Summit also did a fast transformation. Yung shifting from physical gathering to online, yung mga virtual engagements natin. So we also took part in DTI's Safe Store movement, no? And now we remain active in the Tatak Matatag na Negosyo program. So all to ensure na yung safe store practices natin during the early days of the pandemic and still driving yung livelihood development until today through public and private na sector collaborations. So may partnerships tayo on that. And more than that, our partnership with Happy Noy continues to power the content and engagement for the Kabisig E-Summit as now their home. So now our Kabisig Summits are also done online through a Facebook community that functions as a one-stop shop for all training modules and activations for more than 100,000 Kabisig partners. And we aim to reach even more from 2023 and beyond.
From an MSME operator's perspective, there is a notion that sustainability only adds to the operating expense of the company and may even decrease profitability. In the context of Kabisig, how do you counter or debunk this attitude?
So it's been our mission to clearly show that profits are powered by purpose and sustainability. And our Kabisig live that every day. And we are proud to help them become more successful businesses, families, and communities. So our guiding light here is that show me first the community, not show me the money. So we listen to our partners when they had concerns with time spent away from actual selling. And most important is we make sure that our Kabisig training content always serve the partner effectively. And siguro second is that when we transition from physical to virtual gatherings, the time savings became also very clear to our partners. From physical attendance, dati nagti 30% lang kami nung suki nung tindahan namin in that community. Ngayon, 80% of them, because virtual na, have been able to attend through the virtual sessions. So another benefit for our partners is actually yung wider na yung reach ng Kabisig Summit namin. So no more traveling while enabling owners to keep selling while they learn. So yun. So all they need is a smartphone or a device, and then stable internet connectivity, and the willingness to get better as a Kabisig. All at no registration cost to any of our partners. So libre lahat yun.
How have consumers responded to your selling with purpose initiatives?
With all these selling with purpose initiatives to help our small scale retailers, the center of everything that we do is in our customer. Through our Kabisig, we take aim to make sure our brands are available to the closest channel of our community. Our goal is to make sure we are making an impact. And after doing an insighting exercise with our small scale retailers, we have 4 major aspects that we look into measuring the livelihood improvement. So after many years of listening and learning from our Kabisigs, we are happy to share that number 1, from small stores, they actually expanded and grew their businesses. Number 2, some Kabisigs that we have talked to have acquired some assets like cars and house and lots using profits that they earned running their businesses. So when we check, roughly 40% of these Kabisigs have actually purchased their new cars or vehicles and properties through our programs and help as well. And number 3, some Kabisigs have sent their kids to college and earned a degree. And when we checked, it was roughly 70 of the Kabisigs which have reported that they were able to send their children to the university for various degree programs. And that's very, very good. And we're really happy to see that apart from this program, we're really helping our fellow Filipinos here.
If I may add, Dakki, no? So, again, the center of what we do are actually the customers of our Kabisig stores, yung consumers natin. So, it's always on the benefit of our communities that we serve. So, coming from my personal experience, so I used to live in a far-flung area in the southern part of the Philippines. So, I grew up in a community where dishwashing liquid or even yung fabric conditioner were not available to the nearest stores of the community. Buti naman hindi toothpaste. So before, so we had to go to big towns to buy these kinds of products kasi sobrang basic lang yung binibenta yung malapit sa amin. So that personal experience of mine also served as my personal motivation on the distribution in making sure that all Unilever brands are available in the closest channel, which are the small Sari-sari stores in the communities where safety and accessibility are issues in terms of distribution for us.
Customers development or sales team and other organizations, as we call them, is also key to helping deliver a company's sustainability goals. Apart from Kabisig Summit, what other sustainability programs do you have that involve customer development in Unilever?
We create opportunities across communities, retail partners, and trade channels to sell with purpose and anchor efforts to support people, planet, and society. Specifically, some live projects are on optimizing truck routes to bring down fuel consumption and carbon emissions. We also support active and credible organizations like UNICEF, Haribon, Plastic Bank, Mano Amiga, and others in projects that support children's education, reforestation, plastic collection, and further livelihood training. Also, a key project that I'm leading right now is to provide access to technology where we ask our customers to order via our B2B platforms and hopefully be able to provide financial inclusion to our small scale retailers in that platform as well.
Oh, this one I want to know. Tell us about your favorite Kabisig Summit success story.
For the past 3 years, handling this program. So every time I attend, it used to be a physical setup and now it's virtual. So during physical setup, my favorite Kabisig Summit story, success story is actually when I go back to the community where we used to run the series of Kabisig Summits. Then firsthand, we hear from our Kabisig partners or customers expressing their gratitude to us, the Kabisig rollout team, in helping them to build their dreams, not only for themselves, but also for their families, and by growing and sustaining their business by Kabisig Summit, free business tips. And now we already have the online modules. So yun, sobrang fulfilling siya. And personally, it really serves my purpose also. Coming from a humble beginning, now we're also helping our fellow Filipinos to grow their business. And it's a big deal for us.
What is your message to those who are part of the Kabisig program and those who are interested to join the Kabisig program?
So before we end, we would thank you so much for this opportunity to share with you together with Dakki on what Kabisig Summit is all about. So as you can see, for now, we already have hundreds of small-scale retailers in joining the Kabisig Summit. Doon sa mga wala pa, so we encourage you to join our network and attend and learn and while you earn and grow your business through Kabisig Summit. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Randel and Dakki, for spending time with us and enlightening us. But right now, I turn things back to Isa. Isa, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Mika Pineda, and of course to Randel, Dakki, all our morning session speakers. Thank you for sharing about what we do. Everything that we do really does impact the world. But it doesn't end there. We have an afternoon session to go. So for now, take it all in, everybody. Take it all in and enjoy the lunch break. We will resume exactly at 1 p.m. So keep it here on the Manila Bulletin Facebook page for Day 2's afternoon session of the Sustainability Forum Beyond Green. I'm Isa Litton. See you at 1.